And welcome back to the Thursdays Are the Best Days podcast, episode 254.
Yep.
Enjoy Miss Bruno.
Hi, that's me.
So, Bruno, in
So,
terms
Nick.
in terms of grass growing in my backyard,
Yep.
if you just ignore all the grass that isn't growing, it's a great success. You know?
Sounds like the exact same as mine.
If you just ignore all of the grass that doesn't actually grow and 3 centimeters to the left, I have this voluptuous, overgrown piece of grass that
See,
is
I don't even have
flourishing,
that. I don't even have
is
that.
is flourishing
No,
in
you
the
cannot
same
call.
soil. It is thriving. It is flourishing. It is feeding the local ecosystem.
All right, you can. Okay, mine's worse than yours then, because my grass isn't even flourishing.
Oh, yeah, no, I have tall fucking grass in a spot,
Nope,
a
got
lot of
none of
spots
that.
actually, and then I have spots that it's just mud.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't have that. Nope. That's all you,
So
brother.
yeah, I can tell. Um, so we uh did a lot of yard work this weekend.
Anything good?
Mowed the front yard, which was the appearance yard.
Yeah.
Then I had to weed whack trim that. I had to trim up those sidewalks.
Are
I had
you
to
a
get that.
take pride in your lawn person, or are you just a get it cut so it looks presentable person?
Well, in the back I'll just get it cut, but in the front when people have to look at it,
Okay.
I don't want to be
But
the person. I don't want to be the person on the street that's just I'm the young guy. I'm like the new young boy, and it's just oh that fucker doesn't care about his yawn.
are you gonna turn into the old retired man that uses
No, as I get older, I'll care a
golf
lot
course
less.
green manicure rail cutters?
No, as I get
No?
older, I will care a lot less.
Okay,
But
got it.
that's when I'm old and I can be
You're just trying
eh,
to be the nice neighbor that actually does care about his lawn enough to make it look okay.
yeah, right now, I don't want to be
You don't want to be the last one to cut their grass.
no, I don't want fucking. I'm cutting my grass. The neighbor across the street's just staring at Madeline and I from his door window because he just stares at everything. He's like the street watcher, so he's watching me
Ah,
mow, and I'm
neighborhood watch. Got it.
yeah. He's watching me mow. I'm just keep turning around. And I keep seeing him there, and I'm okay, bud, how's it going? So you know, just
I do. I do know.
so then the grass wasn't bad. It was just a mow, and then the weed whacker. The only thing that was bad about it was new. I didn't have all the batteries charged up fully, so I was juggling
Ah,
half charged up batteries. Plenty of battery when they're full, but again, I just got
sure.
them and I was
Yeah.
juggling 20 minutes of
Ah,
charge.
shit. There's this one's at a quarter charge, this one's at a third. Throw
Yeah,
this one in, put the other one on the charger. Ah, shit, this one's dead.
and I had a lot
Well,
of
the other.
edging. I had a lot of edging to do because just gotta
Yeah, gets out of hand quick sometimes.
well, it hadn't been done in forever.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there with my built-in edger, which is just a metal bar that I just can
Yeah, you
set
can
it
just
down and
fuck that thing. Just,
yeah,
you don't need that.
I freehanded it mostly.
Exactly. Yep.
Um, but I'm not gonna buy a fucking edger. I don't care about my
No.
edges enough to have a
No.
separate edger.
No.
Um, so I guess so we have bushes on the side of we have bushes in the backyard, but we have bushes in the side of our house.
Okay.
Um, I'm getting it. Let's see if they're in. Oh my god, they're so much smaller in this picture. The fucking Google Maps hasn't come to our house since 2012, and these bushes were not the fucking size they were in 2012. God,
Makes me curious
everything's so much
when they've
smaller.
been in my house for Street View.
Here we go.
Ah, 2019. Got it.
Damn.
Sweet.
See, they've been there. You know, look at that, Bruno. So, on the right side of the house, behind that big old like holly tree,
Uh, we're
that's my
looking at
house.
this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So, you see those? No. Why would you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the square things.
Yeah, you see those things?
Yeah.
Imagine that they like come up under that window now.
Yep. They grow like that.
Imagine they're
Because you
thick
can only
too.
cut them back so far, and then they like look okay still,
Yeah.
but they just keep getting bigger.
Yeah. So no, I'm fucking. These things are going. We're reducing, reusing, and recycling, and I'm taking these fuckers in. But
So
they're
yeah,
tall.
like
What?
those are those kind of plants that like you rip them out and put new ones in.
This fucker is either gonna die or like.
Do I need to bring a chain when I come to see you?
I need a chainsaw.
No, get a chain and pull out the whole fucking thing.
No, I just need to flatten them out. I just need to like chainsaw across the top.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I got one of them too.
Um, but the so I was like doing those bushes. 'Cause I have a trimmer. I was like,
You know, speaking of these bushes, hold on. I'm going to show you one of these bushes. Oh, what the hell did I click on? The wrong thing is what I clicked on. Um,
let me see him.
that right there is what your bush will look like one day.
Yeah, no, it won't. Uh-uh.
That motherfucker's huge.
Nope, I ain't. It ain't. It won't. It ain't. Nuh-uh. No,
Yeah,
sir.
that's a big boy. Yeah, but
So,
you just want to like lop them all. I don't know how well they grow back. You know,
it doesn't matter to me. It matters to the bush.
it does matter to the bush. So
That ain't
like
a me
I don't
problem.
know when to do that either. I don't know
I,
whether that's a spring or a fall thing.
I'm just doing it. I'm gonna be like constantly just like cutting them back. As long as they have green, they can photosynthesize for all I fucking care.
Maybe you do one side at a time. Like do the top one time,
I took off a
the
fucking
left.
lot. I took off a lot. It has enough to photosynthesize, and then it can move on from there.
All right, fair.
Um. So, but as I was trimming those things, fucking exploding with pollen.
Are they?
So
Fun.
like it was like Madeline thought they were like catching on fire and smoking. I'm like, no, this is just pollen that's like fucking going off.
Eric would have loved that.
No, yeah, no. So I trimmed those fuckers up. Killed me. I'm still like my body's still suffering. Fucking Bing, Matt, what the fuck are you doing?
Just
This Bing?
trying to.
What? Do they
You not
have?
have bird's eye?
No, they barely have maps.
No, they got good maps for me. See, okay, here, hold on.
Bro, Bing don't got no maps.
They got fun stuff for me. They've got like motherfuckers in a plane. Yo, this
What?
is when they. Hold on.
Is that when they were building the shed?
I actually don't know. When was this? What is that? I don't know when. So that's a bird. Oh shit! I don't think there's a shed there.
I can't read the map
Yeah, I
thing on the
can't.
bottom right.
But like they have aerial photos. So like this is from a plane. Like this is pretty recent too, because I have my 3 plots right there. So they be flying plane over it. Oh yeah, this is when he was doing all his dirt work. Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm. I do know.
Good.
Sometimes Bing Maps can be helpful. in finding something out. Not very often, but sometimes.
Um, yeah, no, I don't got that aerial view. Apparently, planes don't just fly over my house. Take
Nope,
pictures.
apparently not.
But we got in order to spruce up my depression in the backyard.
Yeah.
Got a bird feeder. Got two bird feeders, and you can see all the grass that isn't growing.
Keep clicking the wrong. I really need to fix OBS after this. I need to remember to do that. Oh yeah, is that a squirrel?
That is a squirrel.
Yeah,
You're
he gonna
missing the
love
bunny
them
too.
things.
He leaves it alone. He does not.
Really, he hasn't figured it out yet, huh?
Well, if he hasn't aggressively spilled it everywhere. So like
Okay, fair.
he's walked. I've seen him run by it a lot, but I've never seen him up on it.
Yeah.
So if he's up on it, he's just getting a snack, and like I've never seen him get on it. Now the square one has big chunks out of it, so maybe he's getting to that one.
I mean,
But
birds
like,
peck at them too, and probably break
yeah,
stuff off too. So
the the solid square is a big success compared to the bird feeder.
really,
They love the chunk. You know, we have a red bird in our backyard. The package I had was for a red bird. I think other birds
sounds
like it.
perfect.
It's like weirdly moist but dense.
Yep,
You see that rabbit? That
I
rabbit
do.
he comes by and chills and eats on all the tall fucking grass right next to the grass that isn't growing. Again, this is tall grass. It's very much like it's not the soil that should be the issue when you look at it in terms of um
Yeah, grass is it's a tricky little thing.
no, it shouldn't be.
Shouldn't be, but it is.
At this point, we understand how weeds work. How can't we just make grass more weed-like?
Um, Circling back to the actual feeder, right?
Yeah,
I heard a tip that if the
yeah.
squirrels are an issue, Walmart sells a hot pepper bird seed. Birds
Hot
don't mind the
pepper.
hot, squirrels do.
Oh, so I just put
So,
some habanero hop sauce.
or like the flakes, yeah, apparently. Like
Okay,
that'll help. I don't know.
sweet. But yeah, the squirrel doesn't mind. Like I've not seen him aggressively attack it. I don't know if it's now. I know there's no such thing as a true anti-squirrel bird feeder, but that one like seems pretty solid with like its design.
Yeah, it's got little flapper things. I don't know what exactly they're doing, but it's
So
probably a
like
weight thing, right?
yeah, so underneath, so there's like a little bar where the birds sit on,
Yeah.
which is like the bottom bit. Oh god, oh god.
Yeah.
And then there's the top cover. So if they try to get it from up top, they have to like, they have to really be hanging. And they can spill some, but like, I don't know. I go on the ground, like when I look around the ground, there's nothing. So they're either doing a
Yeah.
lot of gymnastics to get it, or they're just like ignoring it again for the block. Which I'll take like them trying to get the block thing over like the bird feeder thing. So if that's my squirrel deterrent, is just a block of other shit next to it, I consider that a great success.
Sounds good to me.
But yeah. And then those big bushes, those are the
Yeah.
ones I'm gonna have to cut, and I just have no idea. I don't wanna. I can't. You until you come and visit. The scale of those things is
No,
just like
I I mean they're like what? They're 12 foot high, at least.
at least like that's a normal fence. Like that isn't like a small fence. It's like a normal fence, like a chain link fence.
Yeah, but it's not the like tall ones. It's like that's like probably like above waist, like stomach height, right?
Like so, the ones on the pool a little bit to the left,
Yeah.
those come up like mid chest.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I'm calling that 4 foot there. The the
Yeah.
small one leading to the playground. So then slap two of them, you're at like 12 foot with some stragglers, probably like 13, 14 foot high.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck to.
Yeah.
Again, like these things, I've heard that it's like a rip them out and plant new ones kind of situation when they get too big
We
like
want them.
this.
We just want them. We need them to
I,
like go back a little bit.
I understand, and I think I'm not sure because I don't have any of these. I've never directly worked with them, but I've heard like rip them out is always the answer that I hear.
Yeah.
I
Well.
just I just think that they don't grow back right if you like
These
cut them
ones.
too hard.
So we got advice from a landscaper. They do grow back as soon. They love
Okay.
light, so they'll start growing leaves if you get them. You can't do too much at one time, but you can like work your way back in if you just let them
Okay.
grow back enough
Fair.
leaves that they get nutrients and you keep cutting them back.
Fair enough.
So, um, yeah, and then
Do
was
you
my other
have
picture.
access?
What?
Do you have access to your backyard?
What do you mean
I'm
access?
trying like
Like I
could
can
you
go out
drive a
my.
vehicle back there?
So
Kind of. It looks
yes.
like. Okay.
So we have an easement in the back. Like there's also a road behind those bushes. I can't get it into my backyard due to
Okay.
my bushes, but that's more of a self-inflicted.
I think I got you. Yeah.
Like not being able to get back there is self-inflicted of like personal like house choices. But
It's this
technically,
one, right?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
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 From where you see those cars, I'm in. The neighbors can't put anything in my way that disallows me to drive my
Sure.
vehicle back into there that could go in my backyard.
Is that a telephone pole right there?
That's an internet pole.
Okay. But like, sure.
No telephone lines.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess Comcast does their internet over coax.
Yeah, but
Or
they're it's a wooden pole coming out of the ground with lines on it. Yeah.
yes, but not power.
Gotcha.
Well, I don't know what the other ones are for.
Is there fence in that bush?
There is on the left-hand side.
Okay.
The pool has to be surrounded
Yep.
on all four sides by fence that is
Yep.
overgrown by it. But the right side, that gate is just ingrown by bushes.
Gotcha.
Can't like it goes a little bit to the right, but like at that point, if someone fights through there, they're like it'd be easier to hop a fence than it is to get through those bushes.
Yeah, it wasn't about. I'm just curious if there's a
No,
chain
but
link
like
fence in there.
it I would say it's better than a fence.
Yeah,
It's a natural fence.
I'm saying as far as cutting goes, you're not gonna cut into a fence by accident because there is no fence.
Right. And yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Um my front yard I got my front yard bushes bloomed though.
Oh, are those? Me and plants aren't very good.
I don't know what type of bushes they
Immediate
are.
comes to mind of hydrangea, but I don't know if that's right.
I have no idea what they are.
I don't think that is right. I don't think that's a hydrangea. I don't
Purple
know.
flower
They
bushes.
look nice though.
Yeah. Flower bushes. Pennsylvania. Hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a hydrangea. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Is this one? I
It's
have no
pretty.
idea what they. I have zero. I tried to look it up and I had no success. Probably need to just post it on Reddit. Be like, "What's my bush?"
What's the subreddit for that called?
I don't know. Like probably like her. What's how do you describe flowers? Her
Herbology, maybe? I don't know.
herb Can't find any bushes that look similar because it's very
Well, I
like
know like trees is marijuana, and marijuana enthusiasts is trees.
yes, but I can't figure out about that bush because it's not very like bushy. It's more like tree, but it's like a mini tree. Like it's not like a bush in the bush sense.
Holy shit! There's a lot of people here. At what's this plant? A million people in this subreddit.
Damn, see they would know.
They would probably know.
Yeah, they got cool plants, so they're gonna be like, oh, fucking lameo. Top tree, a, a myrtle, a crepe myrtle. It's a crepe myrtle, maybe.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know.
It's looking like it might be. Maybe. Strong possibility is that one. Also, a strong possibility, it's not that one.
They look more
So,
tree-like.
they are definitely bigger, but there were a couple smaller ones, but they don't,
Yeah,
the
but they
flowers
still
might not.
look like well, maybe you do have a little bit of bottom there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but those things just worked. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Um, but your plots of land ain't going good.
My grass? No. I mean, it's. I don't see anything.
I think that's got going somewhere with you that you should just get moss.
I, I, I don't know, man.
You get cool bugs. Then you can get cool bug eating animals. I don't know what animals eat bugs. You can get birds.
Snakes,
Do they
spiders.
eat bugs?
I don't know. Probably.
Um, cool little like possums.
Mm,
You don't have to mow. Soft. Probably really would accept you driving your razor on it. Probably very forgiving with razors.
maybe.
It it looks natureful. Lack of light needed.
You know, I mean, it do be green. Maybe it's the way.
Maybe you should give up on like plant on like uh damn. It's a little
That do
much,
look a
but
little weird though.
get a less aggressively lime moss. Like let's go to yeah. You know, I mean, if you had that, I mean,
It's a little like it looks a little bit like AstroTurf in some of these pictures.
yeah, but like, here's what I'll tell you, Bruno. It's not like you have good lawn to compare it to.
I know you're right. Does it
And think of
attract
it.
cats? That's a cat, dude.
Oh, you can have cats.
Look at that majestic thing.
Look how soft that
Maybe
looks.
it's the way. I don't know, man.
I mean, expect it won't look as bright because it'll be dark, so it should have that darker look
Yeah.
to it. I, maybe, maybe we should, you know, maybe the consideration should be made to pivot the lack of ability to grow a lawn. It'll help with your moisture. It will help like for your driveway not to flood away.
I just need to put in a bigger pipe. I still got that pipe.
It's been like 3 years now, Brody.
Don't worry about it, okay?
I could probably find the podcast we talked about it like 3 years ago at this point.
Don't worry about it.
It was COVID because you couldn't find a pipe dealer to buy the pipe from. You went to like Mythical Pipe
Don't.
Land
Dude, Mythical
because you
Pipeline
picked it
was
up.
pretty crazy.
You picked it up in your old truck. I 100% know that.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
But you went to Mythical Pipeland and had this fucking
Dude,
weird ass like
Pipeline was great, okay?
you had this weird ass jigsaw that you could like transport it home. Um, kept telling me you were gonna install it. Never did.
Oh, okay, I know.
You just have to dig a line across your driveway and put it
I
down.
know. That's like a good amount of hassle.
Yeah, for a day. You have a backhoe.
Yo, look
What's
at this
our?
pipe.
Yeah, that's what. Come on. What's what's the ETA? Or what's the ETA? What's how long do you think you're back? How long is that pipe?
A year and a half. I've had that pipe for a year and a half.
How long is that pipe?
20 foot.
How long would it take your backhoe to dig a 2 foot deep, 20-foot trench?
See, that's where the problem lies. That could take me like an hour, or it could take me like a week.
It's such a spread.
Because of fucking rocks.
Okay. Do we need to
Honestly,
like?
the rocks is the if I was just digging in nice beautiful dirt that didn't have big ass rocks in it, dude, I would have done
You,
this the day I got it.
you have this brand new fucking like truck. You could like hook a chain up and pull these things out.
No, dude, I don't. These rocks are so much bigger than you're making them out to be. I think.
Do I need to get Dan Hurd prospecting here? He has those metal like chisel things.
I need a fucking excavator with a hammer.
See, I think you're getting no. I don't think you need this. Like, I think you're getting. I think you're sitting into your own like self. Because now you're just telling yourself you want an excavator.
No, I think
Because you
I
probably have other
would.
holes. What other holes are you gonna
Nah,
try to dig with this thing?
see, I'd rather get a skid steer. I think.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
rather ditch the tractor, get a skid steer. That's the way to go.
You have a lot of instruments that produce a lot of horsepower to like remove rock.
Fucking rocks.
You know,
Stupid rocks.
take one rock at a time.
I'm well aware of that strategy.
Don't you can't think of it as a 5v5, Bruno. It's not it's not a five.
But
You have
see,
to
they
turn it
gang
into
up on me. That's the problem.
so you have to turn it into a 1v1 rock situations where you just take one rock at a time.
They're bigger than me.
Well, so yeah, okay. So we're still waiting on the pipe. I'll
Yeah,
check back in next year.
sounds good. Don't forget his friend, the log.
That's probably I assume that's just like a mortal enemy at this point. You're never gonna do anything about it.
It do be out there.
Maybe you'll get no, you'll tell me you got a new axe and then you'll be like, look at this axe, look at what it can do, and then I'll be like, oh, what can it do, Bruno? And you'll be like, it has a big ass spike, and if I hit that into this log here, it's gonna break. So, what the heck are you looking up?
Wanted to see if I had more Dredge to watch,
Because you want to have
and I don't. Dude, he fucking talking about Northern Lion playing Dredge. New game that came out.
the new fishing game.
Yeah,
Let's air
fishing
out
game.
let's air it all out now. We all know what it is.
I like almost bought the game 5 times.
I'm sure you did.
And then I watched Northern Lion play it, dude. Remember how I told you like you had an episode and a half of just bullshit to watch?
Yeah.
You can extend that to the next like 2 episodes. Past that.
Damn. Why don't you find someone else that's good at it?
I thought about that, man. I don't know if I want good. Like
No, you
my
want good. You
my
want good.
kind of. My biggest problem with him playing Northern Lion playing it is He doesn't play it. He'll just sit there talking for 10 minutes.
If you want to, unless Northern Lion is good at a game, like Slay the Spire, you can't enjoy the game because he's really bad at games you want him to like enjoy the way he enjoys like Isaac and Slay the Spire.
Yeah,
And
he's not
because
very good at most games.
no,
So
but
if I
other games
like the game enough, that's the problem.
no, but he excels at other games. He's like a god in some games.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So like, here's what I'll tell you: just buy the game. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You enjoy a fishing game for the next 2 weeks?
I
You
don't know.
you don't get to watch someone play it because you're better at him. Like what are we suffering here? Probably never gonna pick up that game again. So just buy the game and do it. So what was it? Oh no, wait, what day was it? It was either Saturday or Sunday, but I'm completely blanking what day it was. Sunday we went to Costco. Oh, so you ever shop at Ollie's?
Ollie's?
Ollie's,
Yeah. It's been a long time, but yeah.
crazy place. We were there because we were going on our way to Costco, and you know, just found some like not stuff we really wanted,
Just
but
this
like
place, right?
yeah, just crazy stuff on sale just because it's like not actually like desired stuff.
Yeah.
Never what you
See,
want when you need it.
I was at a store like one of these just the other day.
Gotcha.
The only thing that was good at the store was like plant pots
Yes.
that were like a fifth of the price that I usually have to pay for them. So I found a place for
Exactly.
plant pots.
Yeah.
But like the rest of the store was junk.
It wasn't here. It was at Costco. I was like looking for. I bought a hose. I needed a 100-foot hose to like water
Yeah,
everything,
sure.
and I got one at Lowe's. And I was like, cause it was like same price as Amazon and as Lowe's. I was looking here, and there wasn't any really like hoses. I went to Costco. I spent $50 on like not the shittiest like 100-foot hose ever, but like not like a nice one, not like the old style like rubberized ones, not like the fancy like grow shrink ones.
Yeah, I there's problems with those grow shrink ones, by the
Yeah.
way.
But I get
Pressure
it. They're
washers
easier to
hate them hoses.
yeah, like those. Um, at Costco, fucking $22 for a 100-foot hose
Pretty good.
of like that style, that
Yo,
whole
that
row.
that red one there, that's a good
Yeah,
hose, I think.
is it?
I've used some of them hoses. They're good hoses. If that's the kind that I think it is.
I mean, they're annoying to like coil up because they're very tough, but like they're nice.
See, okay. I got the hose coiler. All
Look at
right.
you.
I have a water pneumatic hose reel.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with all that. I didn't buy a hose reel because they were like $70, and I'm like, I'm just gonna coil this fucker up and put it on the wall. I like, what are you talking about? You have a pneumatic hose reel.
So you flip a switch and turn the hose on, and it uses the water pressure to
You
reel
can't
the
even
hose
use
in.
the hose at all the places you need water, and you have this fancy fucking thing to wheel up your hose for like the two
Yep,
places it can reach.
yep, I do.
Crazy.
You are correct.
You see where I'm
Oh,
getting disconnected here?
everything you've said is true.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever. That's cool. Maybe I'll get a video sometime
Sure.
of this. Woo!
It's not that fast. You like lower your expectations a little bit.
What if you hook it up to the pressure washer? Get some PSI in it.
So like, okay, in the winter when I'm like winterizing and bring the hose in so I don't break it, right?
Yep.
I have a an adapter that goes from the female end of a hose to like a Schrader valve, which is like a tire chuck, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Hook it up to the compressor so you can get air blown through it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, that thing fucking rips on air.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm surprised you don't have an air hookup all the time.
No, because then you gotta unhook it and hook it and flip the lever and fucking no.
I have to turn on my hose. I have 4 different like levers I have to pull in a certain order.
Yeah, well,
It's like a bad mobile game. Oh. I could see it.
retractable air hoses though, that's the shit.
Yeah, I don't need air.
I've got 2 of them.
You have 2?
Yeah,
How much retractable air do you use?
I use it like all the time.
For what?
Anything.
Are all your tools
Okay,
like pneumatic?
probably like half.
What?
I have one in the garage and one in my shed because I have a house compressor and a shed compressor. So there's a hose reel at each of them. I think
I
that's
didn't
only
realize
like
all
a
your tools
50-foot hose though. Not all, but like I do have pneumatic tools.
Okay.
Like I only have a battery framing nailer. So my brad nailers, my staple gun, that's all pneumatic. I've got like pneumatic die grinders and um like cutoff wheel.
Okay.
I have pneumatic tools, yeah. Pneumatic drill. I have a right angle pneumatic drill.
Who has that for their home use?
Me.
You. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I forgot. I forgot. I
Oh,
forgot
the
the
the fucking hammer thing. Yeah, I got one of them. That one's good. You can split
I
rocks with that
forgot
sometimes.
that
Little
you
rocks.
Brunoified your home tool setup.
What does that mean?
It means that you couldn't just have a normal battery powered anything. It means you have to have like
Well, no, like okay, so a lot of this stuff is older than good battery tools.
yeah. I assume that. I assume you inherited it, but I assume you'll never give it up for the life of you because
It's
you'll be
hard to
like
buy a new battery operated tool when I have one that works fine when I hook it up to air.
right.
Like I didn't
Sometimes I'm
have a
sure.
framing nailer. I needed a framing nailer.
I'm surprised you didn't
I
get a
bought a
pneumatic
battery
one.
framing nailer.
I'm surprised you didn't need to. I'm actually more surprised you didn't get a nailer that you could send a nail through like 10 trees because it's air powered versus battery power.
See, like my nailer isn't. It's pretty good,
Yeah, but like pretty good.
but like also my nailer doesn't have to have a hose going to it.
No, I
So
know
like
that.
the like 2 times that I'm like, oh, throw a nail in. I don't gotta bring a hose out and go crazy with the hose and
No, that's the world I want to live in.
it's a great world. But sometimes, you use what you got. And I have a lot of pneumatic shit.
No, so I see this more as sometimes you
Oh,
need.
the ratchets, pneumatic ratchet, that's good shit.
That's what I mean. Sometimes I feel like you just want. You're like Jeremy Clarkson. You just are Jeremy Clarkson. I'm sorry. You're all about instead of speed and power, you're just like power and more power.
I will say, one tool that I've thought about getting like a battery one, is a ratchet.
Really?
An electric ratchet, ooh, that would be nice. Like the little, like a Milwaukee, like, I mean, I guess I could get anything, but I don't have a battery system that they would go on.
Just got a random converter off of like Etsy.
Well, no, like, I don't want to put a 20-volt battery into this 18-volt system kind of thing.
Close enough.
Like one of these things.
Bruno, close enough. 18, 20, two close numbers. 2 volts, what it's gonna do?
Power.
I can lick a 5-volt battery, nothing happens. Whatever. Now see, I understand that, like, these tools are like, yes. But then I'm like sitting here being like, well, wait till Bruno tells me he needs to like have so much torque because his tractor blades are like.
Well, see, no, those aren't torque. Those are just like running a bolt in or out. It still functions as a normal ratchet.
I'm just like waiting for you to tell me you have these different use cases where you can't. Battery tools don't provide you enough speed and or power.
Also, um, like, you know, uh, fucking, what am I even talking about? You know, that you take tires off the car with, you know, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I got one of them in there. Pneumatic.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I do.
Fucking pit crew weekend at Bruno's house.
Absolutely, dude.
See? Again, doesn't surprise me. Bruno doesn't just have like. Bruno doesn't have tools. He doesn't have like Amish tools. He doesn't have just battery tools. Bruno has pneumatic tools.
Again, but like that's one of those things that like when that was purchased, the electric equivalent was dog shit.
Yeah, okay. But hear me out. It fits with your personality.
Sure.
Just does.
I also have that portable air tank that I can run shit off of.
Yeah.
Like there have been times when I like, gotta use a pneumatic tool. All right, let's take the 10-gallon tank with me, fill it up.
Yeah. And and
It does
in
work
terms of
though.
meat slicer, you have a progression professional grade like meat slicer.
Yeah.
In terms of like what's another one? Leaf blower, your leaf blower in terms of your leaf
Dude,
blower.
I love my leaf blower.
Yeah, that was the other one. In terms of like lawnmower, you don't have like a riding lawnmower, you don't have like a zero turn, you have like death from above fucking like.
I've got a PTO shaft driven 48-inch finish mower for my four-wheeler.
Yeah, there's nothing that thing won't like mow.
It
Maybe
works
rock.
great though.
Bro, it might beat up fucking rocks on its way to like. It would give a couple rounds to a rock before it finally gave up.
Oh, it's happened.
I'm sure
My,
you accidentally ran
I
over like a bunny, that thing would be like fucking splattered.
that has also almost happened.
Just rabbit everywhere.
Yeah,
Fluff for
almost.
days.
I like decapitated the nest of a rabbit nest once.
Yeah.
They were fine, but like there used to be a nest there and now there's not.
I don't know what else you have. You have an aggressive tractor. Not that aggressive, but like more than the average person.
Yeah, I'll agree with that one.
You have the forklift on it, right?
I have I have forks that attach to the bucket. I don't use forks enough because I don't have a quick change. So like the bucket is like really on there, and it would
Gotcha.
take a lot to switch from bucket to forks.
What, you would need to bust out the pneumatic tools?
Dude, I don't know if I have big enough tools to change it. Is basically what I'm
Gotcha.
saying. Like the pins might just be that hard in there that it would be a bitch. Also, it was like a set of forks for a tractor that size is like $1,000. Okay. The forks that I got were like $150 and they just clamp onto the bucket. And I'm not lifting things that are thousands of pounds usually. So it's like it just
What was that
works.
last part?
Usually.
You, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I mean, I do. Okay. Well, okay. Maybe. Okay.
Yeah. just wanted to make sure.
That's why I would go skid steer though. You know, get
Oh,
them. You could get a log grapple. You could get forks.
a log grapple.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you don't. I'm surprised your next purchase isn't one of those like logging like wow that has like the chainsaw attachment.
Nah, I need one of these. Skidder.
Yeah,
Just
but
go
like,
go pick them
but
from
if
the
you're gonna pick up
woods.
if you're gonna have the ability to pick up stuff like that, then you need the attachment to take down trees that like that.
Yeah, I mean that's you're getting crazy now. But yeah,
Oh yeah, my dad knew someone that was selling one, so I bought it.
no firewood processor. One of those things that you just put logs onto. It feeds the log, cuts it, shoves it through a splitter, and up a conveyor belt. That would be the ticket.
I don't think I don't think if I remember right, your log splitter was anything not more impressive than an average log splitter, but maybe I was wrong.
Correct. No, it was a probably at this day and age below average log splitter,
So I'm
but
sure the
it's
next
like
one.
60 years old.
Okay, so I'm sure the next one will be able to split like
Yes,
trunk.
absolutely. Yes.
So what's the one you want to buy? Because I'm sure you might already have one in
Log
mind.
splitter?
Yeah.
Well, first off, I definitely want a tilting one.
See, I already assumed you had one in mind that you would want to buy because I'm assuming.
No, I try not to look too much. They're
Oh, okay.
expensive.
Yeah, but like I'm sure you use it.
Like I would need for me to get a new one, it would be this form factor. That one's
Yeah.
probably too small. But like the whole, you can log split on it on top like that, or you could pull a pin and flip it down, so you're splitting downward.
Oh, okay.
That's the way to go.
Is
You
that the
know, you
key?
can do like this thing.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
then
that
them
one's too
big
small.
heavy bitches. I mean, like 28 ton. That's 27 ton. I think that might be smaller than the one I have now. I think mine might be a 30. I
Gotcha.
could be wrong with that though.
So let's go up to 50. You know what? Around 100. I want you to be able
Sure.
to split.
Or I just get one of them like table things with a screw that goes onto the PTO of the tractor. The
I mean,
spinning death machine.
we could we could.
Have you ever
Definitely a
seen those?
thought. Yeah, it's definitely a thought. Um, Definitely one of those things that Bruno comes back and can't like play Rocket League anymore because he can only hold the controller with like.
Oh no, yeah, those are terrifying things.
Yeah,
You know, you get one of these things and just slap it on the 3 point, put it in the PTO, and just, feed some logs into it.
yeah, no, nope. I don't like that. That doesn't make that does not bring joy. Um, so I started watching a show that I think you watched at least the first season of.
Okay.
I watched Clarkson's Farm.
Yeah, I did watch the first season of that.
It's such a good show.
I need to watch the second.
I slept on it so hard, but it was so good.
It was good, yeah. I got my dad hooked on it. He was like pissed off that there was nothing on TV, and I said, "Watch this." And then next thing I know, he watched 5 episodes in a day.
I loved it. It was an enjoyable amount of watching him suffer from his own like
Oh yeah,
no one stopped him doing certain things.
absolutely. But like that was the show. It was a guy who is definitely not a farmer trying to be a farmer.
Jeremy, sheep are horrible things to deal with. I'm gonna buy 78. Okay. Um I'm gonna buy the Lamborghini tractor.
Of course, you have to. I mean,
There
if
was,
he didn't, I would have been mad.
I would have been mad, but like the episode where he thought it was broken because some random ass lever was in neutral, and he's like, "Oh, this is in German." Then he goes to another part. Oh, this is in French. French.
Or
Oh,
like the fact that it the thing is fucking huge for where he is. And it's like he can't do anything with it because it's so big.
you know, doesn't fit in my barn. Those kids keep lighting his hay bales on fire.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Uh, um, yeah, no. It was just a very that
It
guy
was a good one.
Caleb when they sent him to London in the
Yeah,
in the pickup
that
truck.
man did not belong in London.
But he like went in the pickup truck. Like I hope that I hope it wasn't scripted, and that was just pure. He showed up and Jeremy was like, "Oh no, I'm not gonna tell him." But yeah, no, it was. I very much I just started the second season today.
Maybe I should do that too. Speaking of shows, okay, I got some grievances to air here, okay? I
Okay.
started a show because Dituzen wouldn't stop talking about it, okay? We're talking an anime here, alright?
Yep.
And I initially told him that it wasn't on my radar because I have not had good luck with the theme of historical anime.
Right.
I just haven't had good luck with it. I've tried it a couple times, no good. Called Hell's Paradise.
Mhm.
Dituzen told me it was not historical. He was flat out wrong. It deserved that tag. I don't know what his deal is. He also tried to tell me that a murder mystery show was a slice of life.
Well,
I don't know what is in that man's brain sometimes.
he
I don't know how he connected that dot the way he did.
he definitely follows his own drum sometimes. So
Yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't know how that man. Like, it's tagged as drama, suspense, organized crime. This right here, slice of life. Slice of life is like, happy days, a show about nothing in particular, just good vibes to me. Not fucking murder mysteries and Yakuza.
so you know he definitely likes things that aren't ours.
I'm giving that show a shot. The first episode was not terrible. I don't know if it's my shit though. That's fine. I just don't like when he tells me shit that's wrong.
Yeah, just don't. It's a dick guarantee is the best thing I can say.
It do be sometimes. He was just very off on those two.
Yeah. Um. Oh, it is time. It is time.
What time is it, Nick?
You know what time it is. Trademarked. Um, Big Booty Mix Volume 18.
The number.
Uh, Big number. We're nearing the end of our journey.
We're getting there. We're definitely coming down the hill. Coming to the end.
I I definitely missed a lot of the sound bites on this one, and I've been trying to look them up, but I can't find them.
I don't remember all of them, but I think this one had some good ones.
I think it did too.
So I have a thought about this one, right?
Okay.
It might just be me. I
Yeah.
felt like this one had more current music, or what I
Yes.
would call current music.
Yep.
Something about the vibe of this one just didn't feel like old hits. It felt like they're trying to make music out of, or make a mix out of like new music. And I don't know if it's just where my brain is at the cutoff of new music. Maybe
Mhm.
just felt a little different.
It. I think it stood out. Like it had a different feel to it than the other ones so far. And
Okay, I also felt that.
but I definitely think this is how the later ones feel. Like I don't think it's gonna stick out when you compare it to 19, 20, 21, 20. Like I
Maybe,
think it's very
maybe.
well. The new ones are just very from here on out. Uh, when 17 came out, I would say TikTok and like shorts and stuff finally started getting big. So, um, a lot of these songs are gonna be not a lot, but like there's a number of these songs that are just like displayed to us in a different way. So, well, they're not all because they definitely do still like spin it up between the songs, but like
Sure.
they're gonna feel more modern and more just like regurgitating the songs of now.
Yeah.
So, in terms of intro, I think it was a little. I still think it was good, and I could see where people liked it more than last week, but I could also see why people would like it worse than last week. I would definitely
Okay.
say I liked it a little worse than last week, but that's just more of a personal thing.
Is that like, if you were to quantify it, is that like a 7 or are you dropping to a
Yeah, that's a
6?
7.
I think I'm going to a 6. It was fine. It wasn't my favorite though.
No, but I
And
could see
maybe
where
that
people would
was the
like it more.
feel, that might be an extended look at the intro. It might be grabbing a little bit too much, but I just, it wasn't my favorite.
Right. Again, I still think people would like it more than other ones.
Yeah, I agree. Sound clips? I'm going to give them an 8 because I remember liking a few of them. I don't remember what they all were though. That's the problem.
No. So easy to forget them. Because, they just like go in and out real quick. And you're like, ha, that's fun. But I was also going to give them an 8.
Okay. Now we're to the big guns, the
Uh,
song selection.
so, yeah, this is where it gets weird. Because I didn't hate all the songs, but I didn't necessarily love all the songs. But, like,
Yeah.
I don't hate that they were, like, I think they mixed well and they were enjoyable to listen to, whether I personally, like, would listen to them or not. So, where does it fall in my mind? Do I have to like the songs to like them? Do I just have to enjoy that they were like in a mix because they sound good in a mix? I was like, I can't make them my favorite whenever, but are they the second? Like, they're not a 9, but are they an 8? Does it push it more to a 7? So
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with 8, but like I could easily believe that it's a 7.
And that's where I'm at. I'm at a 7. I think it was a step down from the past couple weeks. Like, I don't think this is better than 15 or at 15. I think it was worse than 15 in my book.
Now
And that's
see,
why I'm stepping to 7.
I think there's a lot less EDM.
There was, I don't think a seven's bad. Like, it
No,
was
no,
fine.
but that's
I just, it wasn't to the same stand. God damn it, Discord.
that it's always during the big booty mixes that crash.
I really wanted to not bring it up because I thought that it was going to happen and I was hoping it wasn't going to happen, but it happened.
There's so many good ones.
I'm back.
We're back. Oh, this had my more favorite two friends personally made song.
Really? I must
Uh,
have missed it.
this was the one, the party down in hell.
I'll have to listen to it again. Their song.
54:48.
Okay. I'll
Um,
grab that then.
I like that one. Um, and then flow is like where it gets really weird because I feel like what made it else feel very different. It wasn't a bad flow. It wasn't that much of a different flow, but the way I don't know. I guess it's not the. I think their song selection could have been in any of their other ones, and it would have sounded the same. But I think flow is where they definitely tried to like diversify it. But
We
maybe I'm
got
wrong.
Taylor Swift back, by the way.
Did we? I
Yeah. It
feel
was
like I missed
a.
her.
It was a. Oh boy, where was it? I don't want to live forever. At
Oh, it's a
like
feature.
39 minutes.
Okay, this is a feature.
Yeah, it wasn't quite just Taylor Swift, but
It was a feature, and it was an acapella of a feature.
yep. I think that most of the stuff that they do is a cappella.
I think
Like
it is,
almost everything,
but up to this point, most of her stuff that we heard wasn't acapella,
maybe. Flow,
or it was her doing acapella.
maybe. I feel like I can give him an 8. I think it was fine. I think it was up there. I just
I
think that
have
the
to give him a
songs weren't
7.
there. We're both in the mid sevens, which seems
Where
fine to me.
it is my second best one, which I believe.
Looks like it actually. Yeah.
You know what one I listened to recently?
What's that?
I listened to 7.
7. Okay.
I 7 While 7 doesn't impress in many of the categories, it is still a very solid mix.
Yeah, that was the first one that we said was like, yeah, this is my jam.
Yeah, that's it. I re-listened to it. I needed something to listen to. I'm like, damn. This one it didn't come out like hurting or like swinging. Well, it did was the song, but like it didn't come out like with a bunch of stuff. But it sure did like leave an impression. So you know, what are you gonna do, Bruno?
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna leave it at
Oh,
that.
you want to hear my story? So I just turned
Yeah,
the
what's
AC
up?
on last night
Okay.
because it was hot. So I've never turned it on here, so I just assumed it worked.
Oh, first time. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yep.
Fucking. So we have our all of our stuff is in the attic because we're a ranch house. It
Okay.
wasn't. We didn't
Yep.
have AC built. Like that's just where all the exchangers is versus the basement where like typically stuff was put in modern construction.
Yep.
I assume that's where your stuff is, or is
It
your old
is.
enough that you okay?
No, it's down there. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know like the air of your house if it had AC to begin with.
Yeah, it was built with AC.
Gotcha. So
This was built like around the time I was born.
okay. Um. So our air intake is in the ceiling in our hallway. Obviously,
Okay,
because our
ceiling.
exchanger is
Yep.
right above it.
Yep.
Um. So I just hear this like sucking sound. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I just turned it on. It's like 12:30. It was like just after I got off with you guys. I think you weren't here when I got off. You were muted.
I think so. I might have left or something. Or no, yeah. I was muted. I walked away and you left. Yeah.
So it was like right after that. I'm like, I'm hot. So I look at my like thermostat. It's like 73. I turn on the air. And I think nothing of it. I hear this like loud sucking, and like one, I know I have to open up all the vents because I know they closed all the vents when they turn
Yep.
on the heat for updraft.
Yep.
So I was walking around opening all of that, and then I look at this thing. I'm like, why is it so like black? Like I'm looking for the air filter, which I've predominantly seen as like that white rippled
Yeah. They
with
put
some like
something to cover it, didn't they?
yeah, fucking goddamn trash bag over it. But I had no idea. So like here it is, like I'm fighting to like rip to like get the grate off because I've never had to take it off yet.
Yeah.
And then this thing is like up there. I'm like, what is this? So I'm like, because I didn't know it was a trash bag at that point. So it's fighting me because it's trying to suck the goddamn thing up, and I'm not turning it off because I'm just like fighting with it at this point. I finally like break the suction. See, there's a trash bag on it. Just get immediately and like seriously like pissed. I'm like, why the fuck? Like I'm just like undoing it. And I have to shove the thing back up in there. Then hot or cold air finally started coming out. Ridiculous.
My filter is ridiculous.
Is it?
Yeah. I have like a fancy ass filter.
Oh, okay.
Um, it's like this. I want to say it's like a 20 by 25,
Mhm.
which is, fair enough, normal size. It's like 5 inches thick.
Really?
Yeah. It's like a fancy HEPA filter thing.
Damn.
It's like literally this thick.
Okay.
Um, yeah, crazy.
I will say,
And it's like hard to find too, which is
gotcha.
annoying.
So the only nice thing I saw about um normally like your air intake is in the base was is probably in the basement because that's where your exchanger is and that's where it like can bring new air into the system
That's
to
where my
like
filter is. My
right.
filter's right at the exchanger. My intakes, there's there's one right there
Okay, so
and
your intake
down
is up
low.
there?
It's on the
Alright.
wall. I have one high, one low.
Okay. Intake, not outtake. Not like blowout air, like
Correct.
intake.
Intake.
Okay.
The output's actually at my feet. It's a
Okay.
baseboard output.
Gotcha. Um I just saw like since it's like in the middle of the house, like in the hallway, it'll take that cold air and like reuses a lot of the air because it's taking it from the like where it's coming from, so it like takes less energy to like
Okay.
cool it.
Fair.
Whereas ones that like intake near the basement, because that's where like obviously it's coming. Now basements are cooler, but when you're stealing air, it's like the recirculation in a car.
Yeah.
When you're
I
stealing the
mean,
air that's already
I
cool.
there are intakes all over, man.
Gotcha.
There's one in every room. There's some in the basement. They're
Fuck, that's a
they're
lot.
literally everywhere.
Is that more than? I feel like in like my houses I've lived at, there's never been more like in like there hasn't been many intakes.
Maybe
They're all just like floor vents that
it
blow
might be
out.
like
Nothing like
time of construction, to be honest with you.
like my parents' house. I mean, we have a lot of vents
What
in the
what heat do
floor.
you have too?
We have baseboard heat with the water,
Like
so we have
water?
nothing.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, mine's forced air.
Right. Even like my parents' house, I'd just have like AC and a heat pump, like a full HVAC thing. We had like
Yeah.
floor vents, but there wasn't like ceiling. Like on the second floor, there wasn't like ceiling things, and on the in the like living room and stuff, there wasn't like vents that would take stuff in.
Yeah. See, like that's my vent. That's the intake.
Okay.
And there's another one of those like a foot off the ground. So between heat and cool, I flip them. So I close the bottom and open the top so that hot air goes back and gets cooled.
Gotcha.
Um, but they're everywhere. Like there's one here, one in that room, one in the master bedroom, one in the hallway, another one on the other side of the living room in the hallway. There's one in the dining room, one in the study, and every one of these is a pair of two.
Mm-hmm.
And then they all get brought back and filtered at the unit.
Yeah,
So
maybe
like there's a
something.
bunch of ducting downstairs.
Maybe minor intake and I didn't realize it, but like again, we just had floor. We had the floor things that air came up.
Yeah, no, I think like older systems are usually they'll have like one intake of floor and there's
Yeah,
a filter at the intake.
gotcha.
I had this is not the original heating system either. The ducting is original, but the heating system is not. It got replaced once.
Gotcha.
So I have like a new AC unit and a new propane furnace all in one kind of deal thing.
I think ours needs recharged, but
Maybe. Might be worth
it
looking at how like gunked up the actual AC unit is too. Because they can get pretty bad too sometimes.
it's newer, but I don't think they ever serviced it. So
Gotcha.
um part of our package we have with the one thing. We get AC our AC, our furnace, our water heater, and our dryer vent because we needed one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
They service them all basically
What
for the
what does your heat run off of? Natural gas?
oil.
Oil. Oh, okay. You are oil. Got it.
Oil.
Fun.
Diesel.
Got that
Cher-
good old diesel.
cherry flavored.
Yep. Good
So
stuff.
that's why I got the electric water heater.
Fair. You know, fair.
Average cost to use that for a year is $400, and boy is hell, burning a whole year worth of water with oil way
Yeah.
more than $400.
Oil
Because
is outrageous.
Madeline likes to wash her nursing scrubs in hot water. Her dishwasher doesn't like heat up the water itself. It's one of the older models that uses hot water.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't know that, but newer dishwashers like heat up the water themselves.
Really? I did not know that.
I'm pretty sure. Well, that's what my manager told me. He's like, "Yeah, mine takes cold water, and then it'll like it like does the heat."
That
But you
sounds like a bougie dishwasher.
do modern. Maybe he does have a video on, but most modern dishwashers heat water with their own heating element, is what I just got with Google.
Really?
I will copy and paste.
See, like, I
Yeah.
feel like mine uses hot water, but also might bump it and make it hotter. I could see that. I don't know. Huh. I mean, yeah, like 120 degrees Fahrenheit, that's like normal hot water.
Okay,
So I think it's a boosting of heat kind of thing
gotcha.
to
Well,
get
they do
like the
heat.
whole sanitized thing.
Yeah. Yeah, they do heat up water to some degree, so maybe I just misunderstood, but like
Yeah,
maybe you can send just cold water in there and it heats it up enough sometimes. I don't know.
maybe. I don't know.
Um, but uh, so we do that, then showers, then anytime you want to like wash your hands with warm water, just so much to like do oil. So
Yeah,
expensive.
oil is not cheap,
Nope.
especially lately. It used to be so
Yes.
much less.
Oh yeah. But that's what we say. Because that's all we have for this week's episode. Thursdays are the best days podcast. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
Shillita!